Hi, I'm John Cooke, and welcome to Inside Indies. Today we're going to be talking with Kimberly Sparks, casting director, about casting for independent films. Hi, Kimberly. Welcome.
Hi, John. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So my first question is, what is the casting process for an independent film, and how do you ensure it aligns with the filmmaker's vision?
Cast process is pretty much the same as if you were casting a feature film or a commercial or anything. I first like to get a hold of the script. So that's like the Bible, right? Like you get a hold of that script and you read through it a couple of times and you make sure first it aligns with you and that you want to show up for the project. Because if you don't really like the script, you're not going to give your best, right? So I like to get that script and read it through. And then I like to get a meeting together with the director and the writers and really get an in-depth feel of what they want to see in the characters. So they kind of break down who's in the film and what they're looking for. And from that, we start putting together what we need to cast.
Gotcha. And so how does a performer's social media presence factor into the casting decision?
Good question. It depends on the project and who's over the project, right? Mm-hmm. Small projects might want someone with a large social media presence to bring in more traffic for their project. But then that also includes that person's profile. So there's two factors to that. You might want the large number of people, but you also have to see how they're showing up on social media to make sure it aligns with your project, who you are, and, you know, what you want to see. So social media plays a big part, double.
Yeah, there's the good and the bad side of it also. Yeah. And so how do you collaborate with talent agents to support the casting process?
I love collaborating with talent agencies. I love to build a relationship with them. I definitely like to make sure they're in on everything, like not just talking directly to the talent. Make sure I have an email chain. I love an email chain because if something, I didn't know I was supposed to be there. I did not have a fitting or a call time. So normally I'll have that email chain with the talent rep and the talent, and everybody can be on board and there's no gray area. Like everybody knows deal memos get sent there, how much talent's getting paid, that they confirm that they got everything back. Having an email chain builds a relationship with the talent agency for future projects. They know that if I'm showing up and answering questions and they might want to work with me, then they might want to send me some good talents for projects that I have. So it's important.
It's all relationships and keeping that strong. Can you share specific strategies you use to ensure diverse representation in casting, and what challenges have you faced in achieving this?
You know, when a director or writers come to me, they have a vision of the characters and the roles, how they see whoever it is in the roles. What I like to do is smaller roles like cab drivers or people on the street, or just give them a big visual that it can be multifaceted. I mean, the real world we live in is really multifaceted. So given that depiction, if it works with that script, is what I like to say. Let's bring in maybe some different people and you just tell me how it looks. I like to bring people in and audition them and just put them before the director. If they pick them, they pick them. If not. But I do like to just add them in and give them a different view of what they probably was one way thinking. So.
Right. Yeah, they come in with a predetermined picture in their mind and you help them see beyond that.
Absolutely. Broaden the view.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Have you ever pursued a diversity bonus for a project?
I have not. But I am big on, diversity, like having it in the film, if it works, like I said, for the film. I mean, like every film, depending on where they're shooting at, the story that they're trying to tell, I mean, it matters. So you don't want to disrupt the story they're trying to tell. So I haven't personally been asked to have a bonus for any diversity, but that would be one thing I would look at. Just how can we broaden it if you can?
And so you look at the script, I'm sure, and you think about that as you're reading it, and think about the location it's set in. And
absolutely, yeah.
Okay. So what steps do you take to make sure the audition process is welcoming and accessible to everyone, to all candidates?
So I pretty much like to keep it a real small interview space, very intimate, to make actors feel comfortable, feel welcomed, no talking in the room. Just give it a lot of respect when the actor's coming in to present their craft, right? No matter who it is. And I give everyone the opportunity. You might have someone come in and you didn't know they had a speech impediment, right? Like that they're coming to interview for your film. I want to give them the same respect as I would someone else. Maybe the director or the writers might not choose them, but I want to give them that same opportunity to be seen just like everyone else. So I try to just give everyone the same routine and that, respect the actor and their craft when they come through the door.
Sure, yeah. Keep it equitable across the board.
Yes.
Very good. Well, Kimberly, thank you so much for coming by today. This was fantastic information. Do you have any final parting advice you want to give actors that are looking to get into the business and any advice on casting rooms?
Of course, get into those independent projects. They are so important and you never know who's watching. It could be someone looking for someone for a feature film. So the independent projects are just as important. So you guys show up.
I love it. Indies are back,
yes.
Everybody. Well, thank you so much once again, Kimberly Sparks. And that's a wrap.